One of the hardest working R&B artists I've come across recently is a guy called Sequence Clark. And what I love about this guy's content is that he's proud to film it all in his living room, showing that entrepreneurial spirit of how he's working all the time. Either he's got a best friend that's a videographer or he's got his own camera. So there's no excuse not to create content. And I want to show you some of the rollouts of his brand new album. But first, let me break down, as always, the Spotify numbers. So Sequence Clark, 77,379 monthly listeners. We're going to dive into this album, Love, Heartbreak, and Hustle. There's around, one of the songs, two of the songs have clocked 1 million together, and there's probably about another 150,000 across the rest of them. This was released in May 2025, but he's still pushing that album until now. So let's look at the Instagram account, just shy of 100,000 Instagram followers, big up. Right, worked with K. Michelle, Eric Bellinger, Timbaland, Meek Mill, T-Pain, and more. And so, an amazing artist. Let's you take a look at some of this content, right? What I really like, if you scroll back, you can see the point where something switched in him, right? He was making content using this kind of old way of marketing where he just had the static image with the writing on top, right? But then he all of a sudden went crazy. And so let's dive into this first post. I want to start from here.
She been dealing with them boys, said she need a man. Said these niggas playing games, she don't understand. And a baby daddy ain't she, he a deadbeat. And the bills keep piling.
Really simple bit of content. So if you find this wide out shot, right, there is some nice orange lighting. All the lights in the whole room are off. So the orange lighting is like a tube that's on the cooker. Right? Then you've kind of got one static angle with that slow zoom in effect. And then you have a cutaway into that close-up zoomed effect. Right? Really simple yet effective way of marketing the music. It makes you focus in more on the meaning of the words because you don't need to get distracted by the visuals. Something's moving every couple of seconds to keep your attention. But this is a great bit of content.
Let me find out you been creeping, Let me find out you been sneaking, Let me find out you been behind my back. Let me find out you don't tell me like that. Heard you giving it up while I'm...
Love this bit of content that goes from this high angle content capturing the whole room to the triple stack, something I've done for quite a few of the campaigns that I've worked on. If you've got landscape footage that doesn't look so good, cropped into vertical, use the triple stack. So you can make content that's very effective and you see either 3 different visuals or the ones at the top are slightly blurred out and dimmed and the one in the middle is in full focus. Again, love the lighting, love the kind of color grading in this content, man.
All we gotta do is put the work in. All we gotta do is make it make sense. Like, why would I do it if I don't want you to? Why would I hurt you if I don't want you to hurt me? I'm willing and ready, I go all in.
I wouldn't be surprised if this was the living room. He just turned all the lights off and just had like a one spotlight on him on the dimmest setting. And this is an amazing piece of content because it's so like bringing you in close into the lyrics and the emotion.
I can't imagine myself being with anybody else, baby, but you.
Again, probably in the living room against his own TV, recording the If I Had a Verse on Residuals by Chris Brown.
I'm turning back, girl, I adore you, just wanna spoil you. I'm doing anything to get you back. Make some mistakes, baby, I ain't perfect. Cancel my pride, cause baby, you worth it. We got too much history just to walk away and leave it alone, baby.
Absolutely incredible. Guys, the simplicity of this makes sure there's no excuse for artists not to create content. He literally has a C-stand and a TV, right? And one simple wand in the back. I've got a wand right here, right? And so we have these bits of content. And so it's very easy for you to be creating this. If he can do it, Sequence, so can you.
Tell me who you been with, who you giving time, who been keeping you company. You been on my mind, I've been stressed out thinking about you, wishing I could be around you. Don't you give my love away, don't be nobody else's body, man. I didn't really mean it when I said I was done.
Effects just draw you into the picture. That little side swipe makes you lock in attention. As you're about to scroll, that's the kind of thing that makes you stay for a little bit longer, right? And he's made these recurring features in his room. Like you look at this kind of style, right? Drake and Party Next Door, Someone Loves Me. With the, on the artwork, let me show you, you've got the tile of the song. On the tile, you've got Mott by Leon Thomas, but some by day, some by night. And you're making these recurring sequences that you can do all the different time, not to use the name in here, but he's created these systems of consistency, right? These black and white ones are amazing.
I'd rather be lonely, yeah. Sick and tired of dealing with the same old things. Was faithful and loyal, was holding you down when I should've did my thing. Oh yeah.
It's very easy to, again, doing the wide out shot, the mid shot, and then the close up shot, and you just cutting between all the different ones. You're basically performing the song 3 times and using all of them in the edit, right? But the black and white really brings the emotion into it.
She been dealing with them boys, so she need a man. Say they niggas playing games, she don't understand. And her baby daddy, and she he a deadbeat. And the bills keep piling, baby girl can't even sleep. She don't want a puppy, she want a big dog.
It would not surprise me if this was like outside his apartment or his home complex. This was like the courtyard. He's got a simple chair, that same C-stand. And I love this effect of just constantly zooming in. So you're zooming in and then you jump out to the next shot and you're zooming in more, jump to the next shot, zooming in more. It's like this kind of weird looking limitless sort of effect where you're constantly zooming in. Like where you're constantly zooming in.
I said, baby, I'm a dog, I'm a mutt. I'm a dog, girl, the way you looking got me losing my mind. I just wanna taste and get you off of my mind. How the hell am I supposed to take my time when it feel this good, baby, when you show that fine?
What I love about this is this flashing kind of sequence at the beginning just to grab attention, right? And then you're waiting for the actual Mutt piece to end so he gets into his verses, right? Again, using these close-ups, the mid-length and the far full length just to show dynamic editing and to keep content engaging.
I've been calling her phone, she won't text back. Don't know what happened, just want her back. Whatever.
Not only the special effects, but also the way that the girl in the video, she's like closely in a moment of passion with him, but he's singing through that. And the jump cuts and the kind of special effects cutting away, the red lighting in the background. This is how he's pushed the album, by pushing a variety of different songs, promoting them all in different ways, but these similar systems of consistency, making content in his home. And so if you're an R&B artist who's releasing a single, an EP, or a project soon, I want you to study the real sequence. And you can learn a thing or two about lighting, color grading, editing, and creating content in a crafty corner in your home.